Hi, I'm Presley Duyck. I'm an actress, and welcome to the Chat with Dan show.
Welcome back, everyone, to another incredible episode of Chat with Dan. Here joining me today. What can I say? I'm already having the best Sunday by far because I have on the show the incredible, the amazing, the badass, the superstar, the legendary, and even the incredible Presley. Presley, how are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful now. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
There you go. A better way to have a badass Sunday and to start next week super strong to be chatting with someone as badass as you. You know what I mean?
Oh, what a joy. This is such a joy.
There you go. Epic. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow. It helps a lot. But also in the description below, you're going to find all of Presley's social media. Let's follow her and let's find out why she's super badass. And without further more, let's jump in. So, I want to start this whole conversation by throwing out the first question, which is, what first pulled you into acting in the first place? Was there a specific moment when suddenly everything clicked to be like, you know what? This is where my journey begins now?
Yeah, totally. Well, I got into the arts for healing, like a lot of people do. You know, when you're a child, things happen. My story is that when I was young, my little sister actually passed away of a heart defect. And so the first thing that I did was I made up songs. That was like my first instinct as a child, was to make up songs to comfort myself and talk about what I was feeling and try to comfort my family too. And then they took me to Disney because they were like, what do we do? We just went from the hospital to the cemetery to, do we just go play Barbies now? Or what do we do for this little girl? So they took me to Disney and I met Belle, the Princess Belle, and she was like, you look just like me, princess. And that was the first time I smiled in a really long time. And so it's kind of then that I discovered, oh, characters make people feel less alone. I feel less alone. I feel seen. I want to do that. And then what happened was in fifth grade, the school musical was Beauty and the Beast. And so I got to be Belle. It was like a beautiful full circle moment. So yeah.
And here we are. You know, as soon as you were deep in this career, what's something about it that surprised you the most when you were actually deep inside it?
Yeah, I guess what surprised me the most, it really is show business. And I always knew that. I always knew that there would be business and financials and analytics and things to look at on the logistical side. But I got into this for the art, for the creative side. And so learning to accept the business side and how important it is, especially out here in LA, I just feel like you really have to learn the business, and you need money to get a project made. You need money to get a project seen. Even if you're doing something full of heart, you still need money to back it up. So I think learning that side of it, it's been hard. It's not where my brain naturally likes to go, but it's really important.
Mm. And how long it took you for you to start to understand that and not let yourself being affected by it?
I mean, I feel like I'm still trying to understand it. I've been out here in LA for almost 2 years now, which has been really, really wonderful. But I'm learning every day. I'm reading books. I'm trying to stay connected in the ways that I can. I mean, the internet, it's just like, it's too much information, but I'm trying. I'm trying to absorb little bits where I can.
Mm. I mean, at the end, it's kind of there's parts of the things we pursue or the things that we want the most that maybe we're not that attracted to, especially
Yeah.
when it's about finances, things like that. Totally get it. But hey, you need to somehow learn it in order for you to be better at it and not let yourself being scammed sometimes, which I do think that it happens, right? Whenever you're starting out, because you're naive, right? You don't know you're way too green. Because people sometimes might take advantage too or things like that. You know what I mean?
For sure. You have to know what you're worth. You have to be able to advocate for yourself. That's been a huge lesson for me, is advocating for myself. And you also, yeah, you just need to know what's happening in the world around you. It's important. And I think it's good to learn it rather than just be like, no, I'm an artist and I don't want to learn about the money. I just want to create, which is I think how I came into it. And I've kind of woken up.
Yeah. All right. Now, what part of the process do you enjoy the most right now? Is it the auditions, being on set, the whole preparation? Like, what is it?
Totally. Well, I love it all. Honestly, like I love it all. The preparation, I'm such a student at heart. Like I love to study. I can get really nerdy about it. Like give me a script and I'm gonna dive in. I love learning new characters. I'm like, yes. I love to go to class. Let's work. Auditions, I really love in-person auditions. Like I get a high. I just walk out feeling exhilarated from an in-person audition, and I've always been that way. Auditions are harder now because it's all self-tape, which is wonderful and it's convenient, but I get a little bit bogged down. It's kind of like the business side. I get bogged down because, you're your own lighting designer and you're the set designer and you're the props master and you're the cam operator and the director and the editor and all these jobs that I didn't quite sign up to do. But I'm learning to love it again. I'm learning to love even self tapes because that means I get to act that day. But there's nothing like being on set. There's nothing. It's like I'm a kid in a candy store when I'm on set.
Yeah. All right. And would you say the whole business thing is the most challenging part, or is it something else that you find it challenging till this day?
Yeah, I would say I think the business, but also I think the mental game of it all. What I find the most challenging is staying on the journey and not letting the comparison game get into my head. Not even in an envy way, but just, gosh, am I doing enough? I'm seeing these people do this and that, and we're all on such separate journeys. And the way that this works it's not linear, this career path. I mean, one person gets discovered in a Walmart, the next person has been grinding for 50 years, someone went to Yale, someone it's all over the place. So you can't really compare your journey, but I think it's easy to, especially in a city that's concentrated with actors.
Yeah. And especially now with social media,
Yeah.
gets like way too easy sometimes. And for sure I get it that it's that sometimes it can get like, am I doing this right, or what is going on here, right? When you see people that suddenly they're booking or they're achieving to something that you were dreaming of, things like that. So I can understand that sometimes you just can't help it and you feel like what is going on here, and right. But at the end I do think that every journey is different and you can't focus on somebody else because you don't know what that person did or what that person have gone through to be where they are right now, right? Maybe for us sometimes it's easier to judge or to well, I wouldn't say judge, but to compare, right? But sometimes it's like, but maybe that person did something extra to it, or instead of doing that I should be focusing on me instead and my journey itself.
Right. And I do think it's so important to celebrate each other's wins. Like I feel like I'm really good at that. I'm so happy when my friends are booking stuff because I know how hard it is. So I think sticking with that and sticking with celebrating each other helps. But I do find if I'm like, why am I having such a terrible day? And I'm like, oh, because I spent this morning scrolling on my phone. I didn't even mean to. It happens to us all.
Yeah, it just takes one meme
Yeah,
and then
it
you're
really
done.
does. Yeah, exactly.
Just one meme. And two
Yeah.
hours later, you're like, oh, I just wasted 2 hours of my time doing absolutely nothing. Good for me.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Now, switching to our first activity called the craft break. Super simple. Gonna give you a description, a line, or a quote from a film with some options, of course, but you have to guess which one is the right one.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so let's make this happen. So, starting with the first one, it's a description. It goes: a man spends years chasing a dream that everyone tells him it's impossible. He loses almost everything along the way, but refuses to quit because the dream matters more than the outcome. Your options: Rocky, The Pursuit of Happiness, Cinderella Man, or Rudy.
Can it be more than one? Or is it just one answer?
It's just one
It's
answer.
just one? Is it Rocky?
You tell me.
Is it? Is it Rocky?
Should that be the one that we choose?
I'm between Rocky and Rudy.
You tell me. Should we stay for Rocky?
I'm going for Rocky.
Then on that case, let me tell you that yes, you're right. It's Rocky.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yep. Next one. Another description coming up. It goes: a young woman volunteers for a competition where losing means death. Instead of playing the game, she becomes the symbol of a revolution. Your options: Hunger Games, Divergent, Battle Royale, or Maze Runner?
Hunger Games.
Are you sure?
Yes.
100%.
I feel pretty good about it.
Then in that case, let me tell you that yes, you're right.
Oh,
It's Hunger Games.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I loved that one. I would be sad if I got it wrong.
Now, a quote is coming. It goes, "Life is like a box of chocolates." Your options: Big, Castaway, Forrest Gump, or Philadelphia.
Forrest Gump.
Are you sure?
Yes, even though Philadelphia is also a great Tom Hanks movie, it's Forrest Gump.
Then in that case, let me tell you that yes, you're right. So there you go. Now, this one is a description from a TV show. It goes, "A teacher becomes one of the most feared criminals in the country after deciding he has nothing left to lose." Your options: Ozark, Narcos, Better Call Saul, or Breaking Bad.
Oh no. I'm going Breaking Bad, but yeah, Breaking Bad?
You tell me that's the one?
Yes.
Then in that case, I'm gonna tell you one more time that yes, you're right. It's Breaking Bad.
Yeah. That one I was a little stressed.
Now, an office worker discovers that his entire life is actually a television show watched by millions. Your options: Pleasantville, The Cable Guy, The Truman Show, or Stranger Than Fiction.
The Truman Show.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
100%?
I think so.
Then in that case, yes, you're killing it here. You're right.
Score. Okay, great.
Yeah. Now, another quote is coming. Famous quote. Even a musician used that for one of his songs. The quote goes, "I see dead people." Your options: The Others, The Sixth Sense, Signs, or The Ring.
Sixth Sense.
100%?
Yes.
Then in that case, yes, you're right. Sixth Sense. Okay. All right. Now, a detective hunts artificial humans while questioning what it actually means to be human. Your options: Minority Report, Ex Machina, Blade Runner, or iRobot.
Okay, I'm gonna talk through it. I'm between Ex Machina and iRobot. I haven't seen either. I know that's terrible. My gut's telling me Ex Machina, but my heart's telling me it's Ex Machina. My brain is saying it's iRobot, and so therefore I'm gonna go iRobot.
Are you sure?
No.
I'll take that. Then in that case, let me tell you that you're wrong. It's Blade Runner.
It's Blade Runner?
Mhm.
So I wasn't even near the. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I need to catch up on the robot movies.
And you know what? This is the last one for all the marbles. You either win this or lose this. Right?
Yeah.
It's a description. It goes, "A woman pretends to be someone she's not in order to survive in a world that won't accept who she really is." Your options: Erin Brockovich, Tootsie, Mulan, or Shakespeare in Love.
Mulan.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, this is for all the marbles.
I know. That's why I was really nervous, but I feel good about this.
Then in that case, for all the marbles, let me tell you that you won. It's Mulan.
Beautiful.
Pretty
I
cool.
really I need you to know I resisted breaking out into song just then, singing Reflection. I'm not gonna do it, but it was hard. It was tempting.
I bet it was. All right. So, returning to our regular transmission, tell me, how do you personally deal with auditions that don't go anywhere?
Yeah, that's the battle, isn't it? I think I've gotten really good at it. Like I said before, it's my chance to act for the day. So how cool that my job means, I get to be a pirate in my living room or, a really cute girl in a rom-com. I get to be all the people that I could ever want to be and live all the lives that I don't get to lead, in my living room for the day. What a gift. And so I think I've gotten pretty good at doing the tape, sending it in, and just letting it go. It's so funny. My family and friends that are non-actors will be like, "So when are you gonna hear back?" Like literally never. I mean, maybe, probably never is my answer. So yeah, that's just the way that it goes. But if you can look at it as a chance to act that day, I think it's more soothing for the soul, you know?
And how you deal, I mean, my question would be how you don't let yourself being affected by, right? You spend hours on doing the edition, you send it, or sometimes you will be spending days sending multiple, but
Mhm.
time pass, nothing. So how you don't let yourself being affected that and to continue creating it, to continue on this path basically.
Totally. There's so much that's out of our control, and so I feel like it's hard to not get discouraged, but also I know that things are going right and things are going well if I'm continuing to get auditions. It's when my inbox is quiet that I'm like, "Oh no, something's wrong." But if I'm getting auditions, I'm feeling good. Because, the part could go to someone because they have green eyes and you have brown and they really loved you, but you just weren't an exact right fit. And so I think kind of allowing myself to release any of those things, knowing that I did good work is enough for me. That is fulfilling for me. And that is what I will hold on to, you know?
Now, have you had a moment where you felt like things were starting to move forward, even in a small way? And what did that moment mean to you?
Yeah, totally. I think the moment that comes to mind is actually when I moved into my new place, the one that I'm in right now. I was really nervous. I was nervous to move into this place. It just felt like a leap and taking a chance on myself, and it felt scary. And I booked my first self tape that I did in my new apartment. I just moved in and I did a tape while I had nothing up. And I booked a lead role in a feature film. And I was like, "Wow, okay, things are changing, my life is changing. I'm aligned, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, everything's gonna be okay." That was one of those cosmic moments that I felt like it's a small step forward, but here we are, you know?
Mm. And isn't that special? I mean, isn't that amazing when that happens, right? That
Yeah.
suddenly life is throwing you signals that you're on the right path because it sometimes happen on the other way around. That when you're not on the right path, life will be constantly throwing you signals one after the other, one after the other. And even if you still hadn't actually listened, it would be even worse sometimes, you know? So I sometimes think that we all come to this world for something, right? But we have to discover what is that something. And once you discover, work on it. And once you decide it, I think life will automatically kind of be putting where you should be, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, you really have to listen to the universe or whatever you believe in, you have to listen because there are signs. That's so true.
Yeah. Now, how has your approach to acting changed from when you started to right now?
That is such a great question. I think before I was really trying to make the perfect choice. I was like, what is the perfect choice? What does my direct I'm trying to read my director's mind, and that does not work in the artistic world of acting. It just doesn't. It gets you in your head, and being in your head is a terrible place to be. So now I'm all about listening and being in the present moment. It's such a disservice if you and I are in a scene together and I'm in my head because I've already decided this is how I'm going to do this and this is how I'm going to do this. That's such a disservice rather than living in the moment and just really listening, really responding and being there with you. I think that's where the magic is.
Switching to our next activity, speed round questions. Yes, no, or pass. Super simple. Gonna ask you a couple of questions, but you can only answer yes, no, or pass.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Sounds great.
So, starting with the first one. Have you ever doubted your talent?
Yes.
Have you ever said yes to something you knew it wasn't right?
No.
Have you ever compared your journey to someone else's?
Yes.
Have you ever felt like quitting everything?
Yes.
Do you think success changes people?
Yes.
Have you ever felt misunderstood in your career?
Yes.
Do you believe timing matters more than talent?
Yes.
Have you ever taken an opportunity out of fear of losing momentum?
No.
Do you think you're where you're supposed to be right now?
Yes.
Have you ever surprised yourself with what you're capable of?
Yes.
And a bonus one, can you cry on cue?
Yes.
Okay, pretty epic. All right. Now, returning one more time to our general transmission, tell me, what do you think it's the biggest misconception that people have about actors in general?
Oh, that's a great question. The biggest misconception. I think it's that actors are extroverted. I think that's a big misconception. I think that's the bigger misconception. I think that people think, oh, because you're an actor, you're outgoing and you're like la 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 all the time. But really, a lot of us are pretty shy and keep to ourselves. And I think we love people watching so much, and that's why taking on these other characters is so thrilling. And it's thrilling because you get to be someone else. So a lot of actors are shy and introverted and full of anxiety. Yeah, that is my answer.
Now, what's something you learn about yourself through acting that you didn't expect?
This job requires a lot of resilience, and I'm a big softie. Everyone knows this. I'm very soft-hearted, but I think what has surprised me is my strength. Like, I think I have a strength that I didn't know that I had just because I've had to advocate for myself, like, especially as a young woman. Like, I've had to put up boundaries and have uncomfortable conversations, and those are things that I hate to do, you know? But I still do them. I still bounce back. There's a lot of rejection. I still bounce back. So even though I stay soft and things hurt, I have yet to let it stop me. And I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. Yeah.
Was it tough to start working on your resilience at first?
Yes, I think so, but I also really never had a question that I had to. And I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's just the way that I was raised, that it was like, you get back up. I don't know where that necessarily comes from, but I've always been able to get back up even when it feels like I'm not gonna make it. Like, I had a situation recently, an acting situation that I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the hurt of this," you know? And I did. And I'm totally well now, and I can see why things happened the way they were supposed to happen, you know? So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's my kind of my thoughts on that.
It's so interesting that sometimes it takes years for you to understand that something happened led you to something really amazing, and that maybe at that point you felt hopeless or you felt that this is this is it or things like that. But years later, you understand that actually it did make sense why it did happen, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am right now, and I wouldn't have been going through all the things that I did, which has taken me to this moment. So yeah, it kind of connects with what we were saying before, that everything happens for a reason, and like and all of that. But I just find it really curious. The other day, I was just thinking about that, like all the things that I have gone through life and all of that, and sometimes I did felt like there's no hope left, and turns out years later, you're like, no, it was, because with this, it led me to this, and so on, so on, so on. So
Totally, and isn't it interesting how it always prepares you for the next moment? Everything, the rejection that you face on this one thing or this hardship that you faced and you had to build yourself back up, the next thing that happens, I mean, because you're continuing to grow as a person, I feel like the challenges get more challenging. So, if I'm really grateful for all the hard things that I've been through and the resilience that I've built because like, let's say I skyrocketed to I win 5,000 Oscars, that means that's a gajillion eyes on you, and that's a lot. So if I hadn't built up any resilience on my path, which I'm sure that that's what they would say too, building up that resilience, I just don't think you could ever prepare for that kind of spotlight, you know?
I do think it's in those moments when you get like tougher and you start to understand all that is building you, so you can be more resilient to things, more mature, and more ready to whatever the next adventure will be, and so on. I do think that is what life is all about. It's full of adventures. So
Totally, I love that. It's full of adventures.
yeah. All right. Now, what does making it mean to you now compared to when you first started?
Yeah. Making it for me has always been about supporting myself with my art, like being a full-time artist and paying my bills. I've always kind of had a realistic look on it. And so I wouldn't say that's changed a lot, just I'm still pursuing the same thing. Making it for me means being able to support myself with my art.
Epic. Even more badass. Mm, just saying, you're just raising the bar. Love it.
Thank you.
And if you could go back in time and give yourself an advice at the very beginning, what would you say?
Yeah, I think I would tell little Presley to be bold and to be bigger. I saw this video of Austin Butler talking, and he said someone had told him that embarrassment is an underexplored option or emotion. It's an underexplored emotion, and to go make a fool of themselves. And I feel like that's what I would have told little Presley instead of caring so much what people think and looking to be like, am I doing a good job of my art? Do you like me? Because your art is your soul, right? So the what you're selling is your product is you. So it's hard to not feel like, oh, I need them to like me. I need them to like my art. And of course they need to like you. They need to like your art for your art to get made. That I think I would have made taken bigger risks and been bigger and just embarrassed myself a lot more.
And when all of this is said and done, not the work, not the recognition, just you as a person, what do you hope your life actually meant?
That's so beautiful. I hope my life meant I made people feel less alone. I hope that I made people feel seen. That's really all I want, is I want to make people feel less alone.
And I'm sure you're already doing it. So
I try. Thank you.
I love it. And you know what? My final question here. What do you think that could be the best title for this episode?
Oh, I have to title it? Okay. You know what I think? I think like mm, staying strong and soft at the same time. I kind of love that oxymoron. I feel like that kind of defines my goals in life
Mm,
and my perspective. Staying strong and soft at the same time.
got a title? What can I say?
And it's SNS. It's alliteration. That's kind of catchy, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
Thanks.
And what can I say at the end? I admire what you do. I love it. I'm so in love with your career because you are making it happen. And as I do think that sometimes, especially now in this crazy messed up world, we need people like you who are showing us that dreams can come true. Who are showing us that if you stay honest to it, if you have hope, basically, things eventually are gonna get better. If you're in a bad position or not, I do think hope is what literally can save you. And at the end, you are giving us that. Sure, you can give us characters to laugh, to cry, to smile, like to all of that. But what I love the most is that you're giving us hope by doing what you do, by showing us that dreams can come true. So
That is so kind and truly means the world. Thank you so much for saying that. And thank you for this podcast. This is all I could have dreamed for. Is I want to connect with people. I want my art to mean that I get to meet more people and have this human interaction. So even over the interwebs, like I'm so grateful for this conversation. It meant the world to me.
thank you. I do want to thank also those who stayed the whole episode. Let us know what you think in the comments below. But by this point, come on. Since question 1, I was like, I know why she's badass. So let's follow her. Let's share some love. # Team Presley. And again, thank you for making this happen. Keep shining out there. Keep rocking. Keep kicking ass. And I'll definitely be seeing you in the next one.
Thank you so much.
Of course.